Hi Scorpio, it's Elle here to do your career and finance reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated. Please continue to do so. All right, so Scorpio, we're going to start off with the reading. We're going to ask, should you stay in your current position or your current business, okay? Should Scorpio stay in their current position or their current business? All right. Okay. Should Scorpio stay in their current business or their current position? 7 of Cups. All right, so we got a maybe. Look, there's options here for you. There's also you needing to make a decision here in terms of business partnership. Some of you might have to bring something else to the table in terms of your business or your career, or you may have to bring someone else in. There's so many different options here to actually turn the business around or to have more control in this business or this job. There's so many different variables also. One more card to clarify. Yeah, something's going to be illuminated to you. Make sure that you're not making decisions from your ego. Some of you aren't making a decision because you just aren't clear. Your emotions are clouded. Make sure you're making business-related decisions by logic and rationale and not on what you feel solely, okay? Make sure that you're seeing some progression, maybe some long-term goal fulfillment. Make sure that your reputation, your product, your service, whatever it may be, is up to par. Make sure that you are maybe talking to experts, people who can bring value to whatever it is you're doing, or they can propel your career. If this is a job, they can propel you, push you into the right sector or the right direction. You may need to go talk to some masculine energy or some men that could be in your field. Once again, don't allow your ego to shroud or to cloud your judgment in terms of where you really want to be. So to stay is a maybe. Only, and it kind of depends on you with the 7 of Cups here. Scorpio, that's your energy. You have several options. Make sure you choose wisely. Make sure you aren't deceiving yourself and you aren't clouded by disillusionment. Like you're just not being realistic. Also, once again, I'm just getting heavy. Don't make decisions solely from your emotions or from your emotional state or from what you feel or what you want or what you kind of have to be global, especially if it is in terms of your job, your career, and or business. All right, so looks like, yeah, you need to make some change. Change needs that destined change. Fortunate change needs to happen in your career and or business aspect area of your life. All right, so the next question is, does Scorpio have new opportunity? Does Scorpio have new opportunity here? Scorpio have new opportunity. Scorpio have new opportunity. All right, 9 of Swords. So that's a no answer. No, there's not going to be new opportunity here for you, but no, there's not a new opportunity here for you. You need to learn something. You need to just go and kind of sit with yourself and learn how to transform whatever you already have, your existing business, your existing job. You don't need to end this. You're on the brink of ending, and you're on the brink of panic, and your emotions and your mental energy is it's gotten the best of you right now to where it's attacking you, and you're kind of in fight or flight mode. You just need to really sit with yourself and see how you could transform this. Is there another way to go? Is there another business to go with? Is there another another component of your own business that you could bring into? Is there something where you can revamp this or bring some new energy, new blood to the business? Also, yeah, do you need to look into business partnership? Is there someone else that could bring in that pump some new blood into whatever it is you're doing? Are you listening to the perspectives of your consumers? Are you really being analytical in terms of taking control, taking back the control of your business? If you want it to go upward, what are you doing in terms of making the business sales revenue, or your career? If you want to propel upward, what are you doing here in terms of propelling yourself and or business? Some of you are in fight or flight mode. There isn't a new opportunity because it looks like maybe you just need to really sit with yourself and redirect, refocus, gain more knowledge, maybe even go back to school or get some higher education or higher learning. You need to change your own personal philosophy about yourself and or your business idea or your plan or your career, and how it's going. You need to sit, once again, experts are coming up. Sit with someone who has expertise in what you're doing. You may have to shell out some money in terms of trying to redirect and refocus. Looks like this is not something you can do all by yourself, and you do need help. All right, so advice here. What is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio for career and finance? Advice, justice, right. So this card talks about cause and effect. It talks about just and fair decision. It talks about repayment of debt. It talks about karmic debt. It talks about apology. All right, so what this says right now, it says the advice is for you to institute some cause and effect in your career or business. Okay, so you want the effects of going upward, right? So what are you doing to cause that? So you need to have some action here in terms of actually going upward. It talks about actually doing something so that you can then see the effects of it. Okay, it talks about it's almost like a if-then statement. If you do, then you will get. You fill in the blank. Also, it talks about maybe you repayment of debt here. Could be about money and or friends or family need to pay you, or you need to pay them, or you're waiting for money to turn up. You're waiting for you feel like you're in a karmic cycle, a negative cycle. You want it to start over, or you need to start over, or you need to make some decision to start over or start anew or start something new. Very interesting. Let's see what the outcome is if you take the advice of the cards. Outcome if you take the advice of the cards. Wow, very nice outcome. So that 7 over here, that 7 of cups, talks about being out of control in terms of your emotions, your choices, not feeling like you have the best choices, or you not knowing what to choose. This 7, which is the Chariot, talks about a control direction method to success, to victory. Okay, you getting in control of the light and the dark, the white horse, black horse, getting in control of all aspects of this career, your own business, right? Business relationships too. Some of you, when I see this card, I always think of business plan. Like if you don't have one, you need one, so you can always go back to it. When you find that business is declining, you can always go back to the business plan. And the plan was initially to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe I have gotten off course, so I need to get back onto the plan, which is taking a control direction to success, to victory here. You'll see results almost immediately. Okay. divinity here too. All right, yeah, you need to sit with yourself and rework and replan. All right, so let's see what this is about in terms of the butterfly oracle card. See if the butterfly oracle card can provide us with a bit more clarity. Maybe you have a specific question out there that you want to, you know, have answered. Maybe the butterfly oracle cards can do that for you. All right, what do you want to tell Scorpio? And oh, Jesus, make me work for it today. All right, okay. Yeah, okay, so they want you to keep the faith. All right, so don't get bogged down in negative mental, emotional energy where you're having a dark night of the soul and you're just worried so much, and maybe or guilt is associated with that. Be true to you, okay? Put yourself first. It's kind of flipped out. Get some rest. You may not be sleeping at night because you're so worried. You're so worried about income. You're so worried about maybe getting that just and fair decision in terms of a relationship. Maybe all of your money depends on getting some fair decision here. It could be in the court, in the court sector. Volunteer, okay? Volunteer how you feel. Volunteer to be mentored. Volunteer to sit with some expert who can give you better direction of where you need to be, of where you're going, of how to shift your focus, okay? It's so funny. You know, I was thinking the other day, we'll pay for the beautician, their expertise in terms of styling our hair or cutting our hair if we're men. We'll pay for the nail tech to do our nails correctly and how we want them. We'll pay for the expertise. But when it comes to a lot of times career and business, we want things either free or we don't feel like we should invest too much in coaching and career advancement and coaching. We feel like those things should come free. I shouldn't have to pay someone with better expertise who has gone through what I'm trying to, you know, accomplish. I shouldn't have to pay them to actually give me to jog their brain or for them to help me plan. That should either be free or I got it. I can do it all by myself. And we have to start getting into the mindset of really, we have to look at those people just like we look at the beautician, we look at the nail tech, we look at the service, you know, the mechanic. When we take our car to the dealership, we're paying for those expertise, but we won't pay for professional, emotional, which is therapy, emotional, professional development. And we have to stop doing that. We really have to start investing in ourselves as a whole, okay? All right, so what you need to do is you need to look at some falsehood, maybe of some reunion. It looks like you're going to have a small gain if you sell something, but you know, you still are a little, you're not actually happy with your journey in your career and finance thus far. All right, so we've got falseness coming up. So there might be some lies, defensiveness, and some negative. Something is fake. There might be some betrayal or two-faced person. There's some deception here. And or you're trying to cover up some mistake or some lie, or you're lying to yourself that everything is okay, that you don't need to change, that you implementing something new or you getting direction is not what you need. That's so funny that I just gave that little spiel, my spiel on things, and then this card kind of reiterates it in a sense. You gotta listen to me. But listen to these cards because they don't lie. So we have reunion here. So we have loyalty, honesty, unconditional friendship, a loyal person, a trusting friend, a volunteer, and then we have volunteer. All right, like I said, when I said you might have to bring somebody into this business, maybe even a business partnership, someone may volunteer to actually help you out or volunteer to become your business partner. They are loyal, and they are a good friend, and they really want to see you win. They want to see themselves win too, you know, because it's going to be mutually beneficial. Um, but you need to know that, you know, this is a trusted, or you can trust them, you know, you can trust this person. The Sun card talks about someone new, a new person by way of romantic relationship or friendship coming into your life, bringing a lot of fulfillment. Ain't that something? So there might be somebody who can do that for you, okay? Um, with that falseness there, I think that's a lot on you. You're not, somebody kind of being delusional, lying to yourself. Seven of Cups. Okay, and then you have merchant. You have a profit, a gain, an advantage, and an increase, a freebie. Okay, you need to be open to changes, and we talked about that. Maybe shifting your focus here, different perspective. It says your business aspiration and professional goals. Wow, this stuff cannot be made up. Okay, um, you know, your business and professional goals, you might have to shift the focus, pay for someone to help you shift the focus. Alternatively, yeah, in the adverse of things, someone could be trying to take advantage of you in a negative way. Be weary of that. It looks like you are with the Nine of Swords. Melancholy. Okay, so some of you, there's some grief here, and we see that, and there's some worry, and there's mood swings, and there's tears, and there's being upset, and you could be depressed. Um, that grief work here that you need to do, right? Or you need to volunteer. You need to keep the faith. I thought I saw grief work. Grief work. You need to understand that this is temporary and this will pass. It's just a disappointment, and you may be really heavy on yourself here, but it's not forever. This situation is not forever. It's just about you getting to a place of shifting the energy here, and you can do that if you just be open to change. You are Scorpio. You're a fixed sign, so when you get fixated on something, it's hard for you to move away from that something, especially if it's coming from outside conversation, outside realization. Maybe that you're lying to yourself, and you're going to have to change, okay? You might need to take a vacation that will provide you with, you might need to take a vacation. You're going to get some profits here, especially if you take the advice of the cards, and you have some cause and effect happen here. You also may have some self-discovery and some progress happening, and you're just going to welcome this harmonious change of journey. For some of you are being too arrogant, too conceited to actually take advice of this volunteer. Somebody is volunteering very good information, maybe even a helping hand to you, but you might be too high up on your horse, and you need to come down, because this person can help you shift your energy here and shift the energy of your career and or business. Scorpio, if you feel like this reading resonates with you, go over to the website, book your own reading there. We have the Valentine's Day special happening for all of us, okay? Take advantage of that. Also, if you have a question or two you just want to ask, you can text the number below. Text your question, pay for your question, receive the answer to your question all on your mobile device. Should I accept this business partnership? Is this person true? Are they honest? Are they giving me honest advice? Should I start business coaching? Should, you know, if you have a question of that nature, text it, okay? Scorpio, have a really good month of February. Thank you. Blessings to all.